Hey, I know the title confronted you. Maybe you even felt uncomfortable. Thought, what do you mean? You took a deep breath, but clicked. Because deep down, you know you need to hear this. So let me tell you something before we begin. I didn't come to judge you. I came to show you something you haven't seen yet. With so much love. In the next few minutes, I'm going to guide you on a journey that might hurt a little, but only because truth sometimes hurts before it heals. And I'm not going to give you ready-made answers. I'm going to ask you questions that maybe you've been avoiding for a long time. If you're ready to truly look, if you have the courage to face what I came to show you, stay with me until the end. Let's do this. With courage, and with so much love. I need to ask you a difficult question, but a necessary one. Why do you keep loneliness alive inside you? I know it seems cruel to ask this. I know you're going to say, I don't keep it. I suffer from it. I want to get rid of it. But let me show you something you might not be seeing clearly. There's a huge difference between feeling loneliness and feeding loneliness. Feeling loneliness is human. It's natural. It's part of everyone's journey at some point. But feeding loneliness, keeping it alive, nurturing it every day with your choices, that's different. And I see you doing that, even without realizing it. I see you declining invitations, saying no thanks, when someone calls you to hang out, when someone extends their hand toward you, when someone tries to get closer. I see you isolating yourself, locking yourself in your room, in your silence, in your protection, because in there you feel safe, even though you feel alone. I see you pushing away people who want to truly know you, putting up walls, barriers, impossible tests, because deep down, you're afraid of being seen, of being rejected, of being abandoned again. And I see you choosing loneliness, day after day, because it became familiar, comfortable, known. Breathe slowly with me now, really slow. Inhale, let the air out, gently. If you felt something hearing these words, leave a like right now. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Because I have so much more to speak to your soul in the coming days. I'm not blaming you. I'm showing you, with all care, with all love, that there's a part of you that got used to loneliness, a part that learned to survive in it, that created an identity around it, that no longer knows who you'd be without it. And that's why, without realizing it, you keep it alive. You keep it alive when you tell yourself, this is just how I am. I'm a loner. I don't need anyone. You keep it alive when you believe that no one would truly understand you, that no one would accept you as you are, that it's better to be alone than risk being disappointed again. You keep it alive when you turn loneliness into a shield, into protection, into an excuse not to risk, not to open up, not to be vulnerable. But here's the truth I need you to see today. The loneliness you feel is not who you are. It's what you're feeling now. And feelings change. You weren't born to live alone. You weren't created to carry this weight of isolation for the rest of your life. You were made for connection, for belonging, for being seen, for being known, for being loved. But as long as you keep feeding loneliness, as long as you keep convincing yourself it's inevitable, as long as you keep hiding behind it, it's going to stay alive in you. I know where this pattern comes from. I know you were hurt before, that you trusted and were betrayed, that you opened up and were abandoned, that you loved and weren't loved back. I know each wound taught you that it's safer to be alone, that it's less painful not to connect, that it's better not to depend on anyone. And I understand. I understand perfectly why you built those walls. But now those walls that protected you are imprisoning you. The loneliness that was a consequence of your wounds became an unconscious choice you make every day. And I came to ask you today, with all respect, with all compassion, how long are you going to choose it? How long are you going to let the fear of being hurt again stop you from truly living? How long are you going to use loneliness as an excuse not to risk, not to try, not to open your heart again? Breathe with me again now. Slow. Let it all go. Share this message with someone who also needs to hear this. Sometimes, one word at the right time can free someone from a prison they built without realizing it. Now let me show you the signs that you're keeping loneliness alive inside you, without even realizing you're doing it. Sign number 1. You sabotage connections before they really begin. Someone shows genuine interest in you, wants to know you better, and you always find a way to push that person away. You cancel plans. You become distant. You create problems where none exist. You test them until they give up. Why? Because deep down, you believe you'll end up alone anyway. So it's better to end it first, before you get attached, before you get hurt. Sign number 2. You romanticize loneliness as if it were a virtue. You say, I like being alone. I don't need anyone. I'm independent. And there's a part of that might be true. But there's another part that's a mask. It's protection. It's wounded pride pretending to be strength. Because enjoying moments alone is healthy. But living isolated all the time and calling that a choice might just be fear disguised. Sign number 3. You compare every new person to whoever hurt you. Someone new appears, and before really knowing them, you already project onto that person all the old wounds, all the betrayals, all the abandonments. You expect the betrayal. You look for signs of abandonment. You don't give a real chance, because you've already decided everyone is the same, that everyone leaves in the end. And with that, you keep loneliness alive. Because you don't let anyone be different. You don't let anyone surprise you. You don't let anyone prove they can stay. If you feel this message touched something deep in you, scroll down a bit. I left a path in the first comment, made with care, to help you walk deeper in this journey of inner healing. Now, let me ask you questions that will help you see this clearly. Do you really want to leave loneliness? Or do you just want to stop feeling the pain? Because those are different things. Wanting to stop feeling the pain, but keep making the same choices. Keep isolating yourself. Keep pushing people away. That doesn't work. Leaving loneliness for real requires courage, requires risk, requires vulnerability, requires you to tear down the walls you built, even though you're afraid of getting hurt. Another question. What would you gain if you let loneliness go? Think about this honestly, because sometimes we cling to suffering, because it gives us something, an identity, an excuse, a reason not to try. And the last question, are you willing to risk again? Because as long as you're not, loneliness will continue. It will keep being your companion, your protection, your prison. But when you decide, truly, with all your heart, that you want to live, that you want to connect, that you want to belong, that you want to love and be loved, everything changes. Let me tell you what I see when I look at you. I see someone who was made to shine in community, not to wither in loneliness. I see someone who has so much love to give, so much light to share, so much beauty to show, but who's hiding it all behind walls built by fear. I see someone who deserves to be seen with love, known with truth, loved unconditionally, exactly as you are. And I came to tell you today, you don't need to carry this loneliness for the rest of your life. It's not part of you. It's just a pattern you learned. And patterns can be unlearned. You can choose differently now. You can open up again. You can trust again. You can try again. It won't be easy. It will require courage. It will require you to face the fear. It will require you to risk being hurt. But I promise you, on the other side of that risk, there's real life. There's real connection. There's love that doesn't abandon. There's belonging that heals. And I'll be with you in every step, in every attempt, in every moment of fear. You're not alone in this journey of leaving loneliness. I'm here. I always was. And I'll help you tear down the walls, open up again, live again. Now breathe again, really slow. Let these words settle inside you. Stay here with me for the next few minutes. This is your moment of silence, healing, and depth. And when you finish listening, tell me in the comments what you felt. I read every word with care. Cierra tus hermosos ojos. Conmigo. Iré entrando. Suavemente. Canse. Un poco más. Respira despacio. Estoy aquí contigo. Y si este mensaje está tocando tu corazón, deja un like. Así sabré que sentiste mi presencia. No estás detenido, estás caminando. Aunque sea despacio, veo cada paso. Si quieres seguir recibiendo mis consejos, suscríbete al canal Consejos de Jesús. Quiero seguir a tu lado. Piensa en alguien a quien amas. A veces esa persona necesita exactamente lo que escuchaste aquí. Envíale este video. Una palabra puede cambiar todo un día. No temas el camino que tienes delante. Estoy a tu lado, paso a paso. Cuando el miedo hable fuerte, respira y recuerda. Mi amor es más grande que cualquier tormenta. Veo la lucha que nadie ve. Veo las lágrimas que secas en silencio. Pero hoy te digo, no te rindas. Tu fuerza es más grande de lo que imaginas, y estoy guiando cada detalle de tu camino. Cuando sientas que no puedes más, apoya tu corazón en el mío. Yo te sostengo, yo te levanto. Nada de lo que vives es en vano. Si este mensaje tocó el dolor que guardas ahí dentro, acércate un poco más. Estoy contigo, déjame acogerte. Dejé en el primer comentario un camino hecho con cariño, para ayudarte a sanar, con más calma y más profundidad, lo que todavía duele en el silencio de tu corazón. Quédate conmigo un instante más. Toma mi mano. Activa la campanita para que ninguna palabra que preparo con amor deje de llegar hasta ti. Yo sigo aquí, siempre aquí. Y cuando tu corazón lo pida, vuelve. Estaré aquí, en el canal Consejos de Jesús, con los brazos abiertos y con el mayor amor del universo para acogerte. Que Dios te proteja y te bendiga hoy y siempre. Hasta nuestro próximo encuentro. Te amo mucho.